The transportation, food, accommodation is very expensive there in Lagos, but here in Ibadan, it's very cheap.
Food item in Ibadan is very cheap compared to portharcourt. That is why I say is, and transport also is cheap in Ibadan.
We have often heard that the cost of living in Ibadan is actually cheap compared to what we spend in Lagos. So we decided to come down to the beautiful city of Ibadan to find out from its residents how much they spend on a daily basis on their lifestyle. So we are going to be asking the people of Ibadan today how much they spend and how much they earn. Let's find out from them. Join me. Ibadan is one of the cheapest places to stay in southwest Nigeria.
Not really.
Why did you say that?
Ibadan is a city on its own now. It's a big city on its own.
Cheap. It's cheap compared to areas like Lagos.
Have you stayed in Lagos before?
I've been there. I've not stayed there, but I've been there on several occasions. So things there are very expensive.
So I would say it's cheap because where I worked before in River State, the things are very cheap there. So on my own, I found that Ibadan is more better for me.
Sherry and pàápàá bí iṣu tá a máa ra ilé kan ṣe àǹkó mẹ́ta ni wọ́n lé ilé bíbá yìí wọ́n lè ta ilé ní 350 bẹ̀tẹ̀ pé Èkó ni ẹ máa rẹ yọkọ 250.
It's not the cheapest, but it's one of the cheapest.
Yeah, but it's very cheap. You know, cost of living is bearable. At least the bus fare, the cab fare, and everything is normal. And compared to Lagos, it's very hilarious in Lagos. And then cost of food and everything is cheap. Actually, it's very cheap.
Go throughout the Nigeria, Ibadan. It's no simple to láti gbé. But àwọn Yorùbá àwọn Ìbàdàn la máa ń kó yẹ pé Ìbàdàn ó gbolè ó gbọ̀lẹ̀. Èdè Ìbàdàn mọ̀ ń sọ fún yín. Àwa a máa gba gbogbo èèyàn mọ́ra. Haúsá ń gbọ́dọ̀ wa, Ìgbò ń gbọ́dọ̀ wa. Kò sẹ́ni tó gbọ́dọ̀ wa tí ò kiri ọrùn. Kò tiẹ̀ sí wàhálà bísù wa adẹ̀dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ìjọba wa.
I would say so, because cost of living here it's a bit cheaper, and it also depends on where you reside. We have expensive areas, we have average areas, and we also have areas where you have the cost of living to be lower. Your house rents, sales of things around. But I stayed in Minna sometimes before I got married. The cost of living here is a bit cheaper.
How much do you make on an average, maybe per month?
My salary is 40,000 naira per month.
Averagely, I earn 1,005 on a daily basis, and an average spending of like 800 naira.
It's somehow, because talk of if you want to live comfortably with what you earn is somehow, but you just have to manage.
A day here, you mean?
So like maybe bus fare, what's the lowest you've spent?
The lowest 20 naira.
There's still 20 naira bus in Ibadan, wow. But what's the highest you've spent within Ibadan?
In Ibadan, 100 naira, 150.
Ọlọ́run bá mú títà wá lè pa 5 a lè pa jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ.
Tó bá ti pa bí irú 5,000 naira báyìí, èló lẹ máa ná fowó mọ́tò, owó oúnjẹ?
Ó dìpẹ́ lórí ibi téèyàn bá ń gbé, ibi tèmi ń gbé kó kọ́ mu bẹ́ẹ̀ 250 ni. Padà fi 300 jẹun ti wà òkè.
550 lẹ máa ná nínú 5,000, ó máa kó 4,450. Osun State is cheaper than Ibadan.
Yes, of course, some area in Osun State. Yes.
So would you say Ibadan is the cheapest place to stay in southwest Nigeria?
Cheapest place in Nigeria?
Cheapest place to stay in southwest Nigeria?
In southwest Nigeria, not agreed.
Why do you say so, sir?
Because I've been to places like Ife. So part of Ife are more cheaper than Ibadan.
Ìbàdàn dá pọ̀. Gbogbo nǹkan Ìbàdàn lọ́dọ̀ wà cheaper. So yẹn sìn. Àti pé ẹ mọ̀ pé Ìbàdàn ìlú tó tóbi ni. But gbogbo iye tá a bá pa ọmọ tẹ́ wa lọ́rùn. A dẹ̀ mọ́ rí bùkátà gbọ̀ ńbẹ̀.
It's as expensive as Lagos and Abuja.
Not really, but not like there are some other states too that are that are very, very cheap more than Ibadan.
Rivers State, our house rent there is 65,000 for one room, but Ibadan is 18,000, 20,000 naira. So that is my own. And food item in Ibadan is very cheap compared to portharcourt. That is why I say is, and transport also is cheap in Ibadan.
The level of innovations that each state has, would you still say is still not one of the cheapest?
Based on not much fast though, but like Ibadan right now, Ibadan have different kind of places. Like if you go to Abuja is a more modern place. Why around this place is a more local place. So we can't say it's in between, but expensive. It's your choice.
Ẹ̀rọ àwọn ráìsì yẹn náà tó yẹ pé dẹ̀ríkà náà fi ń ta ní Èkó bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ìbàyí agolo náà fi ń ta agolo yẹn díẹ̀ tún pé ju dẹ̀ríkà tán ló lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ lọ.
Yesterday I went to the market and then the size of meat we bought at that price, I was shocked, like, because in Lagos you cannot get it at that price.
Cost of living is very low in Ibadan compared to other cities, big cities like Ibadan. You understand? House rent is reasonable. You see, what else? If you want to go out on a social date in Ibadan, it's also reasonable as well. So I would say Ibadan is okay. Yeah.
According to what we heard, it is actually cheaper to stay in Ibadan than to live in Lagos. But there are still some places in southwestern Nigeria that is still cheaper to stay in than in Ibadan. For example, we had Osun State, Ile-Ife. Someone gave that example that it is cheaper to stay there. But compared to the level of innovation in both places, it is still cheaper to stay in Ibadan. If you like this video, please click like, comment and share this video with your family and friends. My name is Jumai Precious. Bye for now.